Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. The Hype Season 2, Episode 6. I'm gonna try to knock these videos out because I know the last 3 episodes came out, dropped yesterday. So we gonna knock these out. Oh, I wanna say 2 things, well, a couple things. Number 1, shout out to Sierra and shout out to Knoxx for retweeting my videos for this. I appreciate you guys so much. And I did get an answer from Sierra. See, it didn't even take me long. I appreciate this. I got an answer on my episode 4 outfit. She said it's gonna be for sale pretty soon. So just know Mama gonna be the first one in line whenever that drop on her site. So shout out to Knoxx, shout out to Sierra. Thank you for the support because y'all didn't have to do it. Secondly, I know I keep talking about the Ivy Park shit and like my favorite pieces. So as y'all see, I have the bodysuit on. Remember I told y'all can't really see it too much, but like you see the back. It's cute, right? All right. So shout out to Marnie. I'm gonna always represent for you, Marnie, bitch. Always, okay? So let's get on to episode 6. So episode 6 was pretty much about basketball. Let's just call it what it was. It was a basketball episode. You know, they talk about how just the different changes of fashion, and they talked about AI and how, you know, him with his braids and his sweatsuits and his very much so what they was calling it at the time rapidy rap type of wear. They hated it, so then they made a rule to where people had to come in, like the players had to come in suits. Then I think that changed as well. So anyway, they pretty much talked about how before, like the pregame walk is pretty much a fashion show, which they're not lying. There's always pictures of people in the tunnel. And y'all, I'm gonna say this about NBA players. Most NBA players, they're more out there than you would think. A lot of them are willing to wear some shit you would never expect. So yeah, so then they pretty much bring in Shay, and I never ever in my life known how to say his last name, so I'm gonna just say Shay G. He's on the OKC, the Thunder. Shout out, go Thunder. And the challenge is to pretty much make an outfit for him. And so they showed like pretty much pictures of him and like how his style is. Now the first set of pictures they showed really dope. Matter of fact, I don't want to say something, and I want to understand, how old is this young man? Because I don't want to be inappropriate. How old is he? Oh, he's a baby. Oh my gosh. He's a baby. He was born in 1998. Okay. Oh. Well, I don't want to say you a baby because all that means is that when I was a senior, he was a freshman. That's all that means in high school, but still a baby in my eyes. But anyway, cute enough little boy, whatever the case may be. Grown man, I'm sorry. I know people be getting in their fifis when you say that. Anyway, let's move on. So they asked him. So somebody said, what do you like? And I'm glad somebody asked the damn question. He said, so anything as far as oversized, big baggy clothes, neutral colors, and his pants have to go over the tongue. That's just a nigga rule. That's not a shade rule. That is a nigga rule. Niggas don't like to wear pants that don't go over their tongues of their shoes. They really be, and they fifis about it. And then the winner, he pretty much will wear it and post it online. And I think it's also going to be posted on the League Fit, which is some blog ran by some white man. So then when we start off, I think it's only a one day challenge. So we first start off and we kind of go around, see what everybody's kind of doing. So Alex is talking about how he's going to do a denim and a leather situation, which, bitch, I love a denim and leather. If y'all just saw my outfit, I think in the last episode when I had, my last video, I had on a leather jacket and I had on like some denim jeans and like a nice little cute heel. Like it was a vibe. It was a vibe. So yeah, so he's doing that. Brian is going to be doing patchwork. And he said he's going to do an outerwear situation. Then Knoxx, from at the time, it looked like she was doing like a bomber jacket at the time, but that's not what it ended up being. So that's kind of all we saw for the first little bit of the day. Then later on, Marnie kind of comes down and she goes around to everybody, you know, like they normally do. So when she gets to Alex, she tells Alex that she's very much so worried about the leather. I was very concerned about the leather too, and we'll talk more about that later, okay? Then when the only thing I got for call, no, I can't even remember whatever they talked about, but what I do have here is that, you know, Marnie was like, this opportunity is really big, you know, to have like an NBA player wear your stuff. It's a really big deal because, you know, as a creative director of Ivy Park, she was like, you know, right now we're trying to like get NBA players to, you know, kind of do our campaigns, and we're getting these numbers back, and we're like, even we can't afford it. Pause for 1 second, bitch. Marnie, are you telling me that Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter company asked one of these raggedy ass NBA players to do something and they had the nerve to tell her no? I need names, I need jersey numbers, I need masseuses numbers of those people, because off with their head. You don't tell the queen no. Her even asking for you to be part of her campaign is grace in itself. Off with their heads. I was so disgusted. James Harden came through, but I know because you know Houston. Shout out to y'all. Okay. I want names. Who did y'all send a letter to and said Beyonce wants you in anything that got any? She wants you to even be somewhat connected to her, and your answer was no. I want names and jersey numbers, Marnie. I want it, and I want it now. Okay, so then we go over to Knoxx, and Marnie said that it was a little bit too baggy. And then when we get to Barth, Marnie said that she really loved the reflective material that he was using at the time. So when we get to the fitting, at that point in time, the only person's outfit I liked at that time was Knoxx, from the fitting perspective. But Alex was really, really concerned about the pants. Bitch, I was concerned about the pants. So let's go to the drop. So we got Con first. Now, I'm going to be honest. When it first came out, the main thing I did not like was that damn vest. I hated that leather vest. It did not look good. It looked, I don't know, it looked cheap. It didn't look, I don't know, it looked bumpy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I did not like the look of the leather. I thought the rest of the outfit was honestly pretty freaking basic. Like, yeah, it was an all black thing, but like, it was pretty basic in my opinion. But the pants were dope. I didn't like the pants. I thought the pants was different. So Shay said that he liked it. You know, the fact that I think Marnie was like, don't you always wear black, or do you wear black a lot? And he was like, yeah, that's kind of like my go-to color. So he was paying attention. I'm like, Shay, I love you, boo. You're a cute enough young man. But black is something that's going to be a neutral color for most people. And especially when it comes to niggas, okay? Most niggas, they love to do an all black situation. So that's not really like studying too much, if that makes any sense. Anyway. So then Con pretty much brings the outfit over, and I think the judges said the same thing. They didn't care for the leather vest, but then he said it was reversible, so he took it off and he reversed it. Now, I don't understand why we didn't keep it on that side. Con. That leather side was fucking terrible. The other side looked much better, but I still thought that the outfit in general was like, it was okay. It was all right. It's all right. So then we had Alex that came out next. And off top, I hated the pants. From the minute that man stepped off that bus, I hated the pants. Because why was it so flimsy? Why was it like, it literally looked like a trash bag, in like a black trash bag was made. Like, I mean, was used to make those pants. That's how that material was. It was like, it was absolute, hated it. And I'm sorry, but I hated the denim on the cuffs of the jeans. Maybe if the leather would have been different, more expensive looking, I don't know, or just a better material type of leather, maybe it would have worked better for me, but it just made it look even more trashy to me. So Shay pretty much said the same thing about the leather, like the leather should have been heavier because, again, the wind, like if you stand in there in the wind, your pants is gonna go. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the judges said that they feel like Alex in general could have did better. I hated those pants. Oh my gosh, I hated the freaking pants. Like, I don't want to let that go. I really didn't like the pants at all. Let's move on. So then we go on to Knoxx. And I have in all caps, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. The vest and the pants combo, like that pattern or whatever, dope. Dope. Loved like the acid. It was kind of like acid jean type of material. Not material, but like patches, but also with like little brown patches and stuff. Super dope. The vest and the pants, like I said, super fire. The only thing, Shay said that he liked everything except the turtleneck, which we come to find out Knoxx pretty much had to take that off of her damn back and give. So if you would have took that away, which is what you didn't like, that outfit was fire. Point blank period. The outfit was fire. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Then we have Brian come on next, and I thought the outfit was okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite. I thought it was okay. I thought the jacket was like really cool. More so, I like the color and the fabric that he used for the jacket. But everything else, I mean, I felt like it was okay. I felt like it was nothing that jumped out at you, nothing that stood out. Like you didn't stand out in the crowd. It just, okay, you look cool. And Shay pretty much said kind of the same thing, that it was way too simple, and in his words, it wasn't swaggy. I'm swaggy effortlessly, that's how God made me, so bitch paid me, ching-a-ling ching ching. Cozy. Shout out to Beyonce. So yeah, so he thought it was too like I said, he didn't think it was swaggy enough. The judges really hated the pants. I thought the pants was more so annoying because of what they said, like the scrunchiness part at the bottom. I thought that was just stupid. But I thought the pants was okay, but they hated the pants. But they did like the top. But in general, they hated the entire outfit, and they pretty much dug the fuck into his ass. And when he walked away, Shay was pretty much like, I would never, ever wear that outfit. And I said, well, you're automatically on the bottom, okay? And then we have Brownsville Barth, okay? So when he first came out, it was like, okay, like it's nothing that's jumping out at me just yet, but I don't hate it. And I really like the color blue that he picked. I thought it was a different type of blue. It really stood out against the gray. I thought that was really cool, and I did like the vest. Then when it came to the hoodie though, did I not just sit here I don't have to do this because I've gone on rants already about 5 times about how I stand for a hoodie. I want the hoodie. So now, Barth, that's about 3 pieces that I need access to. That's about 3 pieces now because I need that hoodie. That hoodie was dope. Super dope. Shay pretty much said that he loved the colors. Loved the pockets. They was all gagged by the hoodie little thing. And when Barth came over, he was like, all right, y'all give it to me. Because he know he was in a hot seat. Because Marnie told him that. He was like, bro, you been on the bottom a couple times now. He was like, all right, so tell me what y'all think. And everybody liked it. They thought it was sophisticated. They loved the fabric. There's this little part where it's like, it looked like eyes on the pants. But I thought it was very cute and very sleek and very different. So they really liked it. And also pretty much pounded him up and gave him his 2s and his 10s about that. So that was kind of that. That was that competition. And so they pretty much walked away saying that Khan and Barth was the top 2. Shay truly goes up for Barth and was like, look, whatever y'all do, please do not send Barth home. And at that point, I was like, Barth probably is going to win this episode. So we get back to the little home set. And the 2 people that are in the bottom are Alex and Brian. So when they bring up Alex, they pretty much said what I said, which is that the pants were absolutely terrible. And they also talked about how they pretty much noticed that Alexander cannot sew, from my understanding, right? And remember I told y'all a couple episodes ago, this was kind of a big thing between like Damo and Velbeck and Alexander about whether or not people can sew. And that's always like a thing on these type of shows. Like, should you be the type of person, if you call yourself a fashion designer, should you know how to sew? In my opinion, I feel like you should know how to do the basic things. You ain't gotta be a whiz at it, but you should be able to, like when situations like this happen, if something is messed up, you can go in and you can course correct and fix it. From my understanding, they said Sierra, she be going fast as hell. So maybe you should have sat with her and learned something or 2. I don't know. But they pretty much was like, because you depend so much on tech packs is kind of a hindrance. And I would agree, because when you get your tech pack back and something is wrong, it's just wrong, you don't have the skill to fix it, and that can be a problem. But they did say that they liked the top. And then when they got to Brian, they said again, Brian, we hate the pants. And in general, they just think he's way too cocky. They're like, when he walked out, they was like, he got the attitude like, I did this and I've already done this and I've already done that. Which, I'm sorry, Brian, you do come off like that. And I just feel like it's nothing wrong with being confident in who you are, but sometimes you gotta be, because remember, if you was everything you think you are, you would be sitting in the seat of the judges and not a contestant. So just remember that. Just always remember that. And even the people who are sitting right there, They still got work that they got to do within their own individual brands and careers and stuff like that. But you need to bring it down a couple notches, bruh. Because the pants were freaking terrible. And your attitude been terrible the last 2 episodes. So then they come downstairs and Barth wins. So congratulations. I think he deserved it. And the person that went home was Alex. And they pretty much sent him home because they felt like this is not, like, you are more of like a creative mind. You don't necessarily know how to, no shade, but kind of make it come to fruition, because you're more of a creative. You're not necessarily, I guess, maybe what they would consider sorry. I think that they think that Alex doesn't necessarily fit into what we would traditionally see as a fashion designer, so somebody who can actually do the work themselves, and because he needs a creative team probably behind him in actual like seamstress and stuff like that, it's probably going to hinder him in this competition, which I agree. But I also feel like this, and I forgot who said this, but it's so true. Like, I say this about Project Runway, I say it about this show too. If you've watched this show, you should know the certain things that you have to do. You have to think on the fly. You got to be able to make quick decisions, work very fast. And so, whatever, y'all. Y'all get in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. I'm about to go watch the last 3 episodes. I really hope they don't piss me off with who won, because let me see. Who is left here? So who's left is Knoxx, Barth, and Brian. Knoxx, Barth, and Brian. That's who we got left. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off with who y'all gonna make win. Because I'm gonna come back and review every episode. So I will drag the hell out of y'all if y'all piss me off. All right. Y'all get in the comments. Tell me what you think. I'm out. Bye.